Assalamu alaikum. This is Miraj Hussain, your ICT teacher. Hope you all are fine. Today I have come with another video. Today I am going to discuss safe and the ethical use of the information and communication technology. Hope you will enjoy my class, and if you really find it useful, don't forget to share it with your friends. First of all, we have to understand why we should use it ethically. Actually, all the ICT devices right now are connected with each other with the help of the internet. That means all the ICT devices are interconnected with each other. So it's really easy to have the access with the help of internet. That's why we should use information and communication technology in this way so that we cannot be harmed with anyone from the another part of the world. So as we have the access to connect with any part of the world, so we should be very careful about using these devices. So we need to be safe and we need to be protected while using this technology inside our home and also in the office, because all the data and the informations what we kept in these devices, they are very important for us. Maybe it's very important for your personal life, or maybe it's very important for the national life. So those data need to be very secured in those ICT devices. That means your data need to be protected. So there are a lot of procedures to keep your data protected. The number one step is you can use password to protect your data. Password is nothing but a digital key which keep your data secret from the other users. Maybe more than 2 users are using the same device on your home, and if you put a password on this device for a specific file or folder, that means your data will be safe from the other users. So it's really important to make a password to your important file and the devices. So with the help of using password, you can keep your data protected. As I have already told in my previous lecture that we are connected with each other with internet nowadays. That means, so as I have already told you that we are interconnected with several technologies right now, but that means one has easy access to your computer or devices. On the other hand, it is really needed to be connected with each other. So you have to maintain those connections with some sorts of technology like firewall, internet security. So those will maintain the access of the other users on your device while using any internet connection. Right now, I am going to discuss about the malicious program. So before understanding the malicious programs, we have to know what is actually the program. So programs are nothing but the softwares which are actually used to do any specific works or to run the hardwares or to run the system. So there are 2 types of softwares or the programs on your computer. Number 1 is the system software, that is called actually operating systems, and number 2 is the application programs which are actually used to do any specific job. Malicious programs are actually the application programs which can be developed by any developers. So the malicious programs those are actually also called as virus. Those are actually nothing but the computer programs. The malicious programs can easily find the weakness of your systems and can steal your data or corrupt your data or destroy your system. There are several kinds of malicious programs or computer virus. Those things will be discussed in the next session of my class. So right now we are going to understand how this malicious program actually works. Actually, you can be affected with the malicious programs in various ways. While downloading any important files or documents or any softwares from the internet, you're downloading the malicious programs, or you're transferring in the data with the help of pen drive or CD drive. Maybe on that time you are being affected with the malicious program. So we are going to learn how this malicious program works. Actually, our PC, that means our hardware, actually runs with the help of operating systems. That is actually called the system software. So while the developers develop these operating systems or systems software, there always remain some problems, there are some bugs on the operating system. So the malicious program actually find the weakness of it operating system or the system softwares, and after that it can worse automatically or it can be worse manually. So while it is finding the problems and the weakness of your operating systems, that means it can automatically transfer the data with the consent of the users or without the consent of the users. After having the full access of your device, it can automatically work on your computer, or it can remain silent on your computer, or it can do any specific jobs for which it has been developed with the developers. Suppose some softwares remain silent for the years or for the months. Okay, so they work only for the specific time. So those viruses actually called as a resident virus. They remain on your devices, but it remains very silent. It works silently. It don't do anything before a specific time. But some devices are actually the non-resident virus. They just enter into your device and start working. Suppose a non-resident virus has been developed to destroy all your data on your hard disk. If that malicious program can have the chance to enter on your systems, it will automatically turn on and delete all of your data. Even some of your malicious programs or computer virus also delete the bootable data. That means after being attacked of that malicious programs, that computers actually fails to boot anymore. So right now a lot of malicious program has been developed by some unethical hackers. They actually use these programs to hack the data or to steal the data from the users. So we should be very careful about that. So in this case, our question will be how we can keep our devices protected from this malicious program. So yes, there are solutions in this field, and that is you have to use the antivirus program. Sometimes the OS developers, that means who develops the system softwares like Microsoft or any other system softwares, they actually build their own antivirus program. So if you're using the Windows, you can use their default antivirus program to be protected your devices from malicious program. So if you need more protections, then you can use Kaspersky, Avira, Norton. So there are some renowned antivirus programs. Those can keep your PC protected from the malicious program. How this antivirus program works? Actually, it gradually collects the data from the internet. So while a users detect or identify a program as a malicious program, then those devices are collected by the antivirus program. You are updating the antivirus program on your device. That means it collects all the data and it's just take all the data from its server and keep all the unnecessary data away from your devices. So as I have already told you that it always collects all the data from its server and for the internet. That's why it's really important to have the update daily for any specific antivirus program. Suppose you have installed an antivirus program on your device, but you are not updating it time to time, so it will fail to have the updated data from its server. So suppose a new types of malicious program has been developed by the developers, so it will not have those informations for your devices. So if you are just getting infected with those kinds of malicious program, your antivirus program will not get informed that you are being attacked with new types of malicious program. So it's really important to have the updates on your antivirus program. Right now we're going to understand about the online identifications and its security. How we can identify ourselves in our real life. Maybe if I show you a face of one of your friends, so you will definitely identify yourself with the help of that image or the photo. But while a person remain on any virtual websites or virtually connected with each other, so it is necessary to have some sorts of identification. Suppose you want to send a specific data to a specific person, so you should have a specific email address. So that email address will help you to identify that person's or that desired person's accurately. So to identify a person in the virtual life or in the websites, you can use a email. Or suppose some students or some of my friends want to connect virtually with me with the help of some social websites, so they can use my social profile name to identify myself. Suppose some of my friends are finding me on or searching me on Google or in the Facebook or in the YouTube, so definitely they will not upload my image and tell the Google or Facebook or YouTube that find that man. Okay, so if they really want to search me on these social sites, they have to put my profile name on the Facebook or in the YouTube. They can use a specific email address, or they can search me with the help of my social sites profile name. So that is the identifications on the virtual life. Now we are going to know how we can keep our virtual life secure. So it's better to use the password here also. While you are using passwords, you have to be very careful about some points. So please don't use your first name or last name or any portion of your name on the password. Otherwise it will be really easy to guess your password for your friends or the other persons. Don't use your budget as your password, or don't use any ascending or descending numbers. So it's better you can use the uppercase letter and the lowercase letter, and with the combination with some numbers and the special characters while you are using the passwords. And it's better that you are activating two-step verifications on all the websites you are linked in the virtual life. So if you turn on the two-step verifications, then you will get a short SMS on your mobile phone while any person wants to hack your account or your devices. So what is the hacking? So hacking is the process by which any programmer or any person, if they enters into your devices or they have the access of your data without your permission. So that is the computer hacking. So in our next class, we will try to know how we can protect our computers or our devices or our files protected from the hackers. No more today. Hope you have enjoyed my class. And if you really find it useful, don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends. Stay home, stay safe. See you in the next class. Thank you.